Welcome to the shop. I'm Jared, and this is Wrench Every Day. And today's shop is actually a recovery yard where we have gone to pick up a new project car. I'm really excited because new project car days are always exciting, and we need some in Georgia because we're banging them out pretty quickly. So we were out looking for a project for Freddie, and I saw something forgotten in a corner, and I had to buy it. What makes this car extra special? It's a movie car. It is from a very popular movie, one that I'm certain you know. It's been shown around the world and talked about and has had video games made about it. No, it's not Fast and Furious. No, it's not Gone in 60 Seconds. Keep thinking. No, not Lightning McQueen from Cars. Come on, guys. It had Aaron Paul in it. You know, Need for Speed. I don't know why I had to buy it. Maybe because, you know, questionable decisions. But I'm going to show it to you guys. Oh, yeah. It is a cop car. I don't know why I bought this. Actually, I do know why I bought it. Because it's cool. I mean, look at it. It is a cop car. And it was in a movie. It was in the final chase scene, the big, exciting race that decided the $2 million prize winner, solved the true murderer of the guy. I mean, it was a fantastic scene, and it's mine. So it was originally buried in their warehouse, and I had planned that we were going to spend some time digging it out, but they beat me to it. I pulled up, and it was already ready to go. And here's a quick clip of them loading it. It made my life really easy. So I do need to go ahead and get out of here, so we're gonna shoot back up to Site B where we're gonna get this thing unloaded, and I'm gonna introduce you to my cop car. Now, when you're trying to unload a vehicle, it's usually good to have a spare hand or three, and I don't. The parking brake is on and I can't open the door. And then directly behind it are all the expensive toolboxes. So this can only go perfect. Oh, that went perfect. All right, so we've got the car inside unloaded with actually no incident. That went way smoother than I could plan. And now we're going to go over and talk about why. You know, we kind of joked at the field, questionable choices and things like that, and channel mottos. But let's get a little serious. While we were walking around picking out Freddie's car, getting it loaded up and ready to go, I saw this tucked away in a corner. It was buried 5 cards deep, covered in a bunch of junk, and as you can tell, covered in a lot of dust. And what exactly is it? It is a 2008 Dodge Charger SXT. It's the base model, lowest of the low, V6, minimal trim options. Check the Carfax, and checking the Carfax, It doesn't have a good one. It's was sold once with structural damage, then salvaged, then repaired, and now it's a movie car. It's went and served its life where movie cars aren't the most loved vehicles. They served one part to look good on camera, and they're fixed just enough to do that. So with all of that information, purchasing this car is a terrible decision. There's no resale value. Need for Speed, as fun as the movie is not a cult classic. It's never going to be a big draw. It's not going to be like the Fast and the Furious Murcielago that Tavarish did. It's just a Dodge Charger done up to look like a California Highway Patrol. And part of that reason is why I kind of fell in love with it. You look around, you see the small attention to detail, you see the searchlights, you see the push bar. It's the signature. It looks like the cop car, which is kind of fun. And another fun fact that you can't ever get away with, it was in a movie. That's just kind of a cool thing to have. And actually, before I go any further, I saw these on the way home, and I mean, if I'm going to have a California Highway Patrol car, we need the CHP glasses, of course, right? I don't know if they're right, but I just kind of laughed when I saw them. This next little bit might get a little sappy. This may be a car guy thing. Not all car guys maybe feel this way. I'm not trying to say you're not if you don't. But what makes a car is its story. It doesn't matter if it's a standard, just boring V6 Charger, an international truck that we built and put a Corvette suspension in, a Honda Accord limousine. There are stories in every car. There even may be a Toyota Prius out there, not Hoovies that he blew up with nitrous, but like the most boring, basic, anti-car guy Toyota Prius. But that car's going to have a story because maybe the family was an emergency and it did its job and got it there. I believe firmly there's no such thing as bad cars, and no car that doesn't deserve some type of chance or an opportunity to continue its story. So sitting, again, covered in dust, back in that corner, was this Dodge Charger, and I couldn't let it live that fate anymore. I decided, while Freddie's getting his movie car, I'm going to get my movie car. So that's what we picked up this morning, and truth be told, I don't know much about it. It was an emotional impulse buy. I wanted to rescue it, so I did. It used to have a roof light. That's gone. The wires are tucked in, and they told me it's never started. It's not in the best cosmetic condition, and then I found out, salvaged twice. But it's my Dodge Charger, and I couldn't love it anymore. And we're going to walk around, discover it a little bit together, because where it was parked, I could not get into the car. I couldn't open a single door, couldn't get the hood open, and judging by something I saw dangling underneath, that may be a bit of a struggle. But let me introduce you to my 2008 salvage movie car Dodge Charger. So, of course, on the outside, there's no getting away from that signature California Highway Patrol, black with white, Highway Patrol, the California Highway Patrol insignia on the side of it. Everything you can do to get busted for impersonating a police officer. As I was researching, actually, the legality of driving this car on the street, I found out in California, if you have a vehicle with white doors and a white roof, anything similar to a California Highway Patrol officer's vehicle, even if there isn't a sticker on it, they can cite you for impersonating a police officer just by having those colors, which I think is kind of absurd. We come up front, we're missing a side marker, fender liner's loose. We've got that bull bar, so that way anyone that breaks down, we can go ahead and get them pushed right out of the road. And I don't know what it is about this generation of Dodge Charger. I think they look so much better with the bull bar up front. I'm sure it doesn't help aerodynamics, but sometimes it's more important to just look cool, right? We have got, that unfortunately happened on the trailer. The suspension was really bouncy, and we have to have a foam bar for the tire rack to fit these big cars, and, well, she bounced up a little too much. Wherever she was sitting, I can't tell if those are cat or raccoon footprints, or they could be both. If you know, let me know. We got, again, another spotlight here. Safety, service, and security. I don't know if that's their real motto or not, but it's that. Now, I don't know of any California Highway Patrol that actually came with a spoiler. I find it kind of funny that it made it through the movie having a spoiler. But, hey, It just makes it look even cooler. We got the other Highway Patrol Dodge Charger SXT base model V6. Now, whenever we're examining a vehicle, I have learned from our good friend Derek, you always start in the rear. And this is the key that I got. I don't know if there's more anywhere else, but that is the dead battery emergency blank. And I honestly don't even know if it works in this car. So, it goes in. Well, that's a positive thing. We can at least get in the trunk. All right. We don't have the... I'm thinking they added the wings to make the cop cars look a little cooler, because I don't think that's the factory mounting hardware. I mean, I could definitely be wrong, but I don't think that's right. We don't have whatever trunk lid we would have had. Clearly, no spare tire. No battery. I'm wondering what... Oh, that's not good. It's always optimistic when your fuse panels are... you know you're going to have a fun time when it's all just taken apart. Okay, so we'll deal with that later. Here is one of the cop car lug nuts. And by lug nut, I definitely meant center cap. Also, optimistic when you just have relays floating around. Oh, goodness. Lots of relays. Now, I will say, given recent videos on the Tavarish channel, what you can find in a trunk, this is pretty tame. Spare tire held down. What do those bolts go to? It's a Torx. I don't know this chassis enough to be able to guess. Alright, we've got... Oh, it's blank. I was hoping to find like some secret script or director's notes. None of that. We've got... caring for Waterford Crystal. Not... I wonder if this maybe is from the vehicle's life before it became a movie car. So, nothing too alarming. Let's get this folded down. All right. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have to track down one police hubcap. That looks like a fuel pump gasket. That's... the likelihood of getting things running, I'm getting more and more concerned the more we just find random things. That would be the wiper blade arm. That would be something, who knows what they were making with this. Alright, well, that concludes the trunk. Nothing too exciting. A leaf, you know. Lots of relays. Oh boy. What do we look like? Come and swap. Or they just put the wrong cap on. I'm going with that's just the wrong cap. So, step 1. I'm not knocked over on my butt from a horrible smell. We have got just 2 wires that went to the light bar here. So I wonder what setup it was to only have 2. Normally there's a few more wires to run the communication. The door panel looks nice. We have our glove box, you know. It's always good to find that in your back seat instead of the front. Hey, side marker. We don't have to buy one of those. It wouldn't be a Dodge Charger Discovery video if we didn't find at least something a little bit off. That is a feminine hygiene product. I'm gonna guess that goes driver's side knee panel. More gross cardboard. I'm liking how nicer my interior is than Tavarish's Charger. The fact that I haven't vomited yet, that's good. All right, so on this side, we've got driver's side knee panel. Okay. Oh, another wiper arm. Because you need to keep your back seat clean. Oh, well, okay. This is the first time getting into the front here. And it's always good to find lots of fuses just floating around in the back, and then your glove box out, and a bunch of stuff unplugged, because, you know, that means good things are going to happen. Seat airbag connector is removed. Speaking of airbag, I noticed this through the window. That tells me it's probably had an airbag go off at some point in its life. And, hey, there's one actually plugged in, so maybe it was fixed right, and they just didn't replace the dashboard. We got light bulbs. What's that? Oh, okay, never mind. Huh. All right, that is, I don't know if that's intentional. That is, that's just stuffed. I almost dropped the camera. Let's, there you go. We have a new co-pilot. Instrument gauge cluster, bunch of light bulbs. I don't think this is a good sign. I found the rest of my key and what it goes into. What's up with this? So we've got that. That's just a little insert for the bypass. And in here, some air fresheners and an extra headlight switch. Okay, and then Dodge. I don't know what that is. Oh, came off. Oh, that might be for the spotlight. Nuts and bolts there. And it's just the base interior in here, nothing too exciting. Let's go to the other side. Okay. This is more stories. We just keep getting more and more stories. Normally, if you see a seatbelt like this, the steering wheel and steering shaft is not connected to the wheels, and you do this to protect the clock spring. Oh, I don't know that it has a driver's airbag anymore. But you do that to protect the clock spring. But the wheels are turning. So let me undo this. I'm not sure, unless they were transporting. Yeah, the wheels are connected. So that's a good thing. The cluster is apart. Okay, what do we have here? I have another key box and another key. What did I get into? Have a body control module that is just, you know, flopping around. This might be movie car wiring. Although, all of that is not as alarming as that. Here's my hood release. I don't know how well it's going to work. It still hasn't released yet. So we can't even take a look and, honest to God, to see if there's an engine in there. I don't know what this thing is like, or in any of its story beyond what it's supposed to be. Okay, so clearly someone has been fighting an issue where they could not get this car started. All the fuses floating around, the broken hood latch that most likely someone was very frustrated and just was yanking on it. So we are going to have an adventure. First things first, we do need to get into that engine bay. So it's going to take some time. You kind of have to, the fender liners are already loose. It looks like they were trying to get to it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and pull the grill and just try to get the hood latch. Guys, I'm so excited about this Dodge Charger. I don't know what we're going to do with it. It's a V6. Who cares? It says Highway Patrol on it, which is probably going to get me pulled over, and I may have to end up taking that off anyway. But it's cool, right? You know, it's a movie car. It has a story. It did a job, and it was just kind of sitting there stagnant, waiting for its next chance, and waiting for a sucker like me to come along and grab it. So I'm so excited we're getting to continue writing this Dodge Charger story together, and we're going to go ahead and again get a time lapse going while I kind of fidget and try to get into this engine bay. Turns out some screwdrivers, popping the grill loose, pulling a belly pan can get you to the hood latch, which you can then unbolt through the grill. It's kind of messy, but I did it. So now we get to see our engine. Well, first I actually have to get the hood to where I can grab it. Ugh. Okay. Holy cow.